I have really failed in the way that I have literally, uh, lost my money at least twice. First at the age of 26, and then the age of 40. And the first time was very tough. And the first time was very, very tough because I literally didn't even, I wasn't prepared as an entrepreneur. I had no idea of what I was getting myself into. But, the reason I've got this 100% a coin is because this is what happened to me. I literally had absolutely no money. The real estate market crashed, and I just had a 100% coin. And that 100% coin, which is equivalent to a pound, I suppose, um, was the last bit of money I had when the penny literally dropped in my hand, and I realized I had nothing else, and I had to do something else and something different. And well, from my real estate being closed, the next week I was promoting timeshare resorts, and I was able to do extremely well, inviting people to timeshare resorts, and I was making 1,500 to 1,600 pounds every week. And that happened pretty much within a week. So I was able to turn it around. And from then on, I built up, all sorts of expertise and experience in the real estate business, from building, developing, refurbishing timeshare resorts, real estate, selling property, international property. And the second time, it was at the age of 40. So I've failed beautifully. When I failed again at 40, it was a lot more challenging because I had tasted wealth. I had 25 employees, I had a couple of houses, cars, all sorts of things. So I've been there. And then when I went to London to run an LP live training, it was because literally I needed a new start, and I started all over again. So I started and reinvented myself pretty much in what I do now, roughly around 14, 15 years ago. And having to go through what we're going through now, where I built this big business, which was really mainly around running big personal development events, I now find myself that we're having to kind of redo and repurpose a lot of the things that we were doing. So I failed beautifully. I'm very proud of it. I think any entrepreneur would understand what I mean, because it's helped me and it's given me skills that I appreciate, are very helpful not only to me in the current life and climate we have, but it is also helping me with the people that I coach and mentor, so they don't make the same mistakes. So how many of you lost everything? And I would like you to share with me if you have, or if you haven't, how many of you have lost everything? Because I felt that I've lost everything quite a few times. I've had a very tough year. My mum passed away. I I lost some stuff I had in a storage unit, all my clothes, all my belongings. I lost my shoes when I was traveling on the motorbike. So and then the business as well. So I felt that I've lost everything, but although I felt I've lost everything quite a few times in my life, you know what? The fact is I haven't, and the fact is that although some of you may be struggling or have struggled, I think at the end of the day, one of the things that I've learned within personal professional growth is to be grateful. And I'm extremely grateful because we have a lot. We all have a lot. We have a phone, we have a connection to internet, we have food, we have bed, we have so many things to be grateful for. We're loved, we have families, we can speak, we can breathe, we don't have COVID, we're still alive. So there's so many things to be grateful for. So when I think that I've lost everything, I always reframe any and every situation. What would I give to be where I am now? 5, 6, 8, 10 years ago, what would I give to be where I am now, with the knowledge that I have now, with the expertise that I have now, with the list that I have now? And the fact is, I would give everything. How many people would give everything they have to maybe have what I have? And I know a lot of people probably would as well. Billions of people around the world who have no food, who have no water, who have nothing. So, I think a lot of us who feel sorry for ourselves sometimes, even in these challenging times, we have to be aware that we haven't lost everything, and we still have a lot in comparison to other people. So we have a lot to be grateful for. And the fact is this is kind of what I was emphasizing in my book. And I really, as I said, I'll give you a copy at the end of it. I really talk about what I believe are the 3 states of success, the 3 pillars to success, which is resilience, revolution and reinvention. And revolution is change, welcoming change, understanding change is a great thing. The moment I started understanding that change was good and it was a great thing and it's an opportunity, As Napoleon Hill says, out of every adversity comes an equal or greater opportunity. Well, the moment you start seeing that, the moment you start understanding that, that is kind of when your life starts changing, you know. So I believe that these are the three pillars. And I think this, if anything, is one of the most important things that you have to have now. You have to be resilient. You have to be able to understand the advantages of all the challenges we're going through, which is, you know, these revolutions and changes, and be prepared to reinvent yourself, to be, you know, to do whatever it is you want. So I can see that some of you are putting comments on the chat. Please carry on. Tell us where you're coming from. If there's anything that you have an aha moment, something that you believe in, if you think that resilience is the most important thing, change is the most important thing, or reinvention, please feel free to share. The fact is that before, and we're going to start, I just wanted to really, well, you know, explain a little bit more about the about the brand, and what the brand actually does, because at the end of the day, the Best You has evolved and grown into this multi-platform over the years. And what it is that, you know, we've developed all these things, and it was in my mind many years ago, 5-6 years ago. I did see this in my timeline. But the Best You started with a magazine, and then from the magazine we created the expo, and from the expo we then had an online platform. Then we obviously had podcasts, and then from the podcast we started creating a networking group called the Best You Legacy Club, which we had 24 all over the world. Recently, just through COVID and through lockdowns, we've developed the store. We've launched the Best You TV, we've launched the Best You app, and we're now looking at running other expos like the Best Youth and the Best You for Women. So there's a lot of other projects that we're working on and we've been working on. But this is the Best You platform, and these are all the different ways that we can help people. And we're really focusing now more on becoming that brand that is a brand that can help you expand your brand. So that's what the Best You is all about, presenting itself as your partner. And I'm not sure how many of you have heard of the Best You or the Best You Expo before today. If you've been involved in the Best You Expo, hey, put it in the comments there. A lot of you I know have. We've had thousands of speakers over the years. Some of you may have come across through the Best You magazine. Some of you never heard of the Best You, and you saw me, this lunatic, inviting you to come, and here you are. But I want to thank you anyway. But the bottom line is that the Best You's been around for a little while now, and you know, we've got a great track record. I share the story of the Best You Expo. When I came up with the idea of the Best You Expo, they said, what is he up to? What is this? What is this? Why do you want so many speakers talking about so many different things? Well, that was the idea. We started with 55 speakers. We started with 55 exhibitors. We had 3,000 people that literally joined us in that weekend. I didn't sleep for 4 months. And then the Best You Expo grew from 3,000 to 6,000 people to 12,000 people to 14,000 people. So it grew exponentially. It took a bit of time. I remember the first expo, I walked outside to see how many people were going to come in the door at 10 a.m. and there was six. And I shared this story that I was looking for a bar at 6 in the morning. I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. There's no one coming. But eventually we did. We had around 3,000 people. And my last expo in London, I walked out to the door to see how many people were there. I could not see the end of the queue. There was 2,500 people waiting to come through the door. So that was a beautiful moment for me. It was a aha moment where I thought, wow, people actually get it. And I felt blessed. And I had so much love coming my way because of the Best You Expo. So it's there, it keeps. We're now obviously doing it virtual. We're doing it virtual in different parts of the world, and we're going to continue to do so. I've had the pleasure of obviously promoting so many great people. Marie Diamond, Dave Asprey, Jim Quick, Paul McKenna, obviously, Nia Peoples, Jason Vale, Sharon Lecter, oh my God, Les Brown, Marissa Peer, you know, just so many great speakers over the years. We've got Lisa Nichols speaking in Miami. So it's been a beautiful journey to have seen it. We've obviously run them in London. We did one in Long Beach a couple of years ago. And the objective was to run more expos around the US. So I want to congratulate all of you that are here today, because that's the difference. That makes a difference. Is a lot of people talk about talking. A lot of people actually talk about doing. And then there's those that go out and do, and those that go and show up. And you have shown up. So I want to thank you so much. So I had it all covered. I did all my expos, 14,000 people. Last one, hey, let's go to the US. Bernardo's going to come and start running these events in the US, because I thought what we had was very unique. And so did a lot of people in America, because they loved the brand. So we did our first one. And then guess what? Well, I had 12,000 people pre-registered in March to come and see the event in LA. And then COVID happened. And then we had also, obviously, in October, we had Dallas scheduled. COVID happened. So basically what happened was that, yes, the shit hit the fan. So all of a sudden, my business was out of business because my big live events wasn't really there anymore. And although we had transitioned to the Best You Online, we hadn't launched the Best You TV yet. It was a project. We were working towards it. So a lot of things didn't really happen. So we had to move very quickly. And that's where we are. And again, I want this to be very interactive. If you've got any questions, I'm gonna literally just look at the chat now to see if you have any questions. Then we're gonna carry on, just in case I'm missing anything. Thank you, Barbie. I love Barbie. Barbie's a massive fan of ours. She's a great customer of ours. Barbie, thank you for being here. Barbie, later, baby, I'm going to be talking about you in a minute, and kind of how you helped us and supported us. So thank you so much for being here. Yes. Ali, I nearly gave up after that, after 6 people, but no, we carried on. Galaxy never heard of the Best You till 60 days ago. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All of you. Great. Thank you so much for your comments. No worries, Trisha. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So basically what I wanted to do is I would like to know what you guys do. So please go into the chat and tell me what you do. Hey, I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm a mentor, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a transitioning right now. Please go into the chat and share with me. Tell me what you guys do. I would love to know a little bit more who I'm talking to. So please share that with me when you can. Richard is a coach. Okay, great. Thank you. The habit dropping coach. Okay, that is Trisha. Thank you. Creative consultant for TV movies in Broadway. Thank you, Dennis. I'm LBTQ coach right now. Okay, a coach, intuitive life coach and speaker. Teresa is an entrepreneur, an art dealer, executive TV producer. Great, Zondra. Thank you. NLP trainer and coach. Great, thank you. You have a media platform. Great, Clarissa. Thank you. Run a creative therapy, social enterprise. Great. Well, listen, so many great people. Please carry on sharing, because this is all great information for us, and we'll be able to potentially help you more if we understand, what is it you do and what your expertise is. So I obviously believe that the personal development industry is on its head. I think that, kind of an industry that was so driven with running live events, mainly, I'm not saying it was, because I know there's a big, massive online business industry. I know there's a lot of people publishing books, but I do believe that, because of the public speaking and the how important and how relevant public speaking was to so many people, it literally is on its head. So my question to you is, what do you think is going to be like in 6 months' time? What do you think is going to be like in 6 months' time? Do you think it's going to change much? Do you think it's going to be the same? Do you think it will be the same? Do you think it's going to take a little bit of time? So share that. I'd love to hear what you think. And what do you think it's going to be like in 12 months' time? Do you think it's going to come back? Do you think it will be the same? Do you think it'll never be the same? Clarissa reckons it will be the same. Okay. A little change in 12 months difference. Okay, Fabio. A lot, depends. Okay. Hopeful in 6 or 12 months. Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit on your side there. Teresa, thank you. Gabriel, never to be the same. I agree with you as well there. The question basically was, what do you think the personal development industry is going to look like on 6 or 12 months' time? It does depend on you. Absolutely. Yeah, 12 months. Yeah. Mostly online. Disruptive ideas is what's going to win. I agree. A lot of opportunity. There will be new normal in 6 months, even if now the industry is changing greatly. Better for all. I agree. Look, I think this is my thought. My thought is I've done all my big events, and then all of a sudden I do my first virtual event, and then it's a different animal because, kind of I'm used to 12, 15, 20,000 people pre-registering and then 12, 14,000 people showing up. And you run a virtual event with a big lineup, and all of a sudden you don't get that many people registering, half of them, if anything, and then you get a quarter, if you're lucky, 10%, 20% of them actually showing up. I mean, we've got the proof here in the webinar. We've got over a couple of hundred people, and I think we've got around, I don't know, maybe less than half at the moment watching it. The bottom line is that I don't think the industry is going to be the same. I don't think the live events are going to be the same. People ask me, oh, when are you going to run a big expo again? You know what? When I see Disney, and I see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse surrounded by thousands of people, when I see Formula One stadiums full, when I see the LA Lakers full with people, 40,000, 50,000 people, this mindset that has been created is not going to change overnight. I don't think people, now look, if you're going to run a small event with 10, 20, 30, 40 people, yes, I get it. But it's still, how comfortable are going to be people? How comfortable are going to be people? I don't think they are. I think it's going to take a long time. I think we're talking about 2022 for things to start changing. But I think even at the end of 22, 23, for us to be able to feel comfortable to start being an event. That's with the vaccination. That's with, people being able to fly. The fact is, we've all tasted that. Hey, I'm sitting in my front room and I can watch this event, or I'm in my house and I'm doing a presentation. We're experiencing. So what are you experiencing? I think when it comes down to online and virtual events, well, what I am experiencing is it's oversaturated. You see, in the old days, if you wanted to see Les Brown, you were lucky enough you could see him 5 times in a year, 6 times, maybe 10 times in a year. And now he's been available 10 times this week because the man, obviously, and I'm talking Les Brown like everyone else, every speaker and their dog and cat, and fish is now literally online trying to create awareness. So people are oversaturated. There's so much on offer. There's no scarcity anymore. Why would I see this event if I could go and see another one? And is it productive? I mean, when you go there and you're engaged, is it productive? Are you actually engaging with people? Are you collecting names? Are you collecting email addresses? Are you selling? So is it being productive? Is it being beneficial? Because a lot of time you're putting a lot of time and energy into this. Is it actually being beneficial? So these are all questions that I asked myself, but I pretty much got it straight away. I think that I knew straight away that this is going to be very, very challenging for us to be able to put people in these big events. And I just think it's going to take time. I think it's going to take a long time. And I also think that because now we know before, I mean, I've had Zoom for years, but everyone, has to up their game because everyone's speaking from home. Everyone is got their camera and literally sitting down and whatever it is that's happening behind you, the decoration you have, and I'm just saying is, if this is here to stay, and it is here to stay, we, you, me, us, all of us, if you want to stand out, you have to up your game. You can't be doing the same old. You can't be doing a Zoom. You can't be doing the presentations like you used to. You can't. That was okay for the first 3 months, 4 months. But now, in the future, moving forward, you have to up your game. And I'm just going to, again, just look at some of the questions here. So I like to know that people are still there, Have you ever been at a webinar when you're speaking to yourself? No, I haven't, but I'm just saying. So Gabriel fully agrees. Thank you. Yes, Daryl, thank you. Time for the TV. Still here. Clarissa, thank you. Barbie, everyone is choosing who they want to bring into their living room, and they have tons of choices. So you have to stand out. Absolutely. Love your positivity, Anita, said Amelia. Thank you. We're all in this together. We're all one. Absolutely, Anita. I agree. So, yes, I was sharing in one of the emails. About that. I'm zoomed out. Absolutely. Absolutely zoomed out. So you have to up your game. You have to stand out. And I'm talking, we're actually literally, for example, at the Best Year Expo now, we're asking our speakers to stand up, get the right lighting, get the green screen, present as they were like sitting in as they were in a seminar room. So you have to stand out. You have to be different. You have to do something different. If I've done anything in my life, I've always done something that other people haven't done. If I've wanted to create a brand and I wanted to do something, I've always done it based on, I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. Why? Because it doesn't necessarily mean it's great. I have to be looking at where are the trends going? How can I be different? How can I get more people? How can I create attention? How can I look like I am leading the way? So that's something that I've done. And I believe that it's absolutely essential for you, for me, and for everyone. in this new, which is not new anymore. It's what we have, the present future. So, which brings me pretty much to what we're doing. And I've been here before. As I said, I've been here before. When I started promoting events, I'd never had any idea of running events. And we literally built the biggest NLP training company in the world. Yes, I worked with Richard Bandler and Paul McKenna, but we trained around 25, 30,000 people. I helped build that brand. Then with the Best You, we've grown the brand exponentially. We've got a big, massive list. But I've been here before. I've been here before when I've had to start something from scratch, or I've had to start all over again. And that's kind of what we're going through now. We're going through a stage where we have to use what we have and we have to adapt it to the new reality. Okay. So these are a few videos. I hope they play and I hope you can hear them. These are a few videos that will explain it all, because there's a number of things that we're doing. And I think that a video will help you understand better where the brand is going, what we're doing. And well, because also we've done them and we're very into TV now. So this is how we are helping our speakers, our authors and entrepreneurs now. And what we're doing is that we have been developing over the years. You saw the brand, you saw the different things that we do. We have developed and positioned ourselves as a multi-global and multimedia brand. That's why we have a magazine. That's why we have an online platform. That's why we have the Best You Expo. That's why we have the podcast. That's why we have the TV. That's why we have everything that we have to position ourselves differently as a multimedia brand that helps like-minded individuals. And guess what? I can't do this on my own. I have no need. I don't want to do it on my own. And we're looking for people that believe in the same kind of things that we do, so we can help people achieve their dreams. We can help people and we can reach more people. That's what the whole idea of the Best You. I'm very proud to see the ripple effect that the expos have had over the years. Having 70, 80, 90,000 people attend all the different events over the years has had an impact. And I love that ripple effect of those coaches, speakers connecting with people. And I love that seed that has been planted in somebody's mind that then believe that they can change their life. So we are now doing this, and that's how we're doing it, by supporting and helping speakers, by helping and supporting other people like us that want to make the world a better place. So I'll play this very quick video, which is about Expand Your Brand, which kind of explains how we can help by putting social media posts, by getting you to publish articles on the Best You magazine, by getting your course on the Best You online, by getting your TV show or getting a episode on the Best You TV. And this is Expand Your Brand. Let me know, please, if you can hear it.
Hi, I'm Bernardo Moya, founder of The Best You. Are you a motivational speaker, an author, a therapist, a coach, or a business guru trying to raise your profile and reach a global audience? At The Best You, we've been building our brand for many years, helping those in the world of personal development get their message out there through the Best You Expos, the Best You magazine, and the Best You online. And now we're looking to grow our community even more. We've recently launched the Best You TV, available on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Google Play. So now by partnering with us, you can get your show on the Best You TV, you can contribute to the Best You magazine, add your courses to the Best You online, and join us at one of the Best You virtual expos happening around the world. Expand your brand and join a growing community that believes that everyone deserves a life without limits.
Okay, so that's a quick video that we put together for Expand Your Brand, and we've got a whole deck around that. And if this is something that you're interested in and finding out how we can help you expand your brand, although this is not the subject of the webinar, we'll be sharing that as well here on one of the links. Alex, if you don't mind, when you can, later on, we'll share that. But at the moment, I'm going to carry on. So one of the things that I identified, obviously, was that we wanted to launch a TV channel. So we launched the Best You TV channel. We launched it 3.5 months ago now. All the content, so every expo that we've done, all the interviews that I've done over the years, NLP Live Talks, we obviously had a phenomenal library of content that we put together now on the Best You TV. A lot of it is available also on the Best You Online. There's more content available on the Best You Online because we have more variety, but there's more quality, great content on the Best You TV. And the Best You TV is something that we launched a couple of months ago during COVID. So this is a very quick 1-minute video about the Best You TV.
The Best You TV, a TV channel with only the best business leaders and influencers ready to help you rise to the top. Available now on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Google Play. Are you in the personal development world trying to reach a larger audience? Are you a motivational speaker, an author, therapist, coach, or business guru tired of pushing out content with little results? Gain more clients and expand your business today. Get your show or content on The Best You TV.
So that's a little commercial around the Best You TV. And then with the Best You TV,
The Best You TV.
excuse me, with the Best You TV, basically what happened is that we obviously, apart from having content, we're going to be creating programs. We're looking at producing films. We're looking at producing documentaries. We're looking at providing and giving people the opportunity to have their own shows. So this is our first show, and it's called the Best Series. The Best Series is a series of 4 programs where, and I'll explain this a little bit more, with the best coaches, best authors, best speakers, and best trainers. So this is a very quick little 30-second commercial that explains a little bit more about the best coaches, the best series.
People from all over the world are seeking inspiration, looking for answers, looking for ways to become the best version of themselves. And The Best You is launching in 2021 the Best TV series, a place where we will feature the best speakers, coaches, authors, and mentors. Leaders in their own rights, innovators, influencers, inspirers of the 21st century. Coming soon to The Best You TV.
Cool. Well, so basically those are just a couple of videos. As I said, I think it just gives a bit more of a feel of kind of where we're going and what we've been doing behind the scenes. We've this commercials obviously for the Best You store and a lot of the other things we've done, but that explains to the T kind of the main focus that we've had over this last 4 or 5 months. And look, it's been challenging for us as well, but this is how we've moved, and we've moved very quickly. So before I get into what we're doing, what I'd like to talk about is, well, listen, some of the facts. Netflix, have you heard of Netflix? Well, listen, I think it was like 11 years ago, 10 years ago, no one heard of Netflix. It's grown exponentially. They estimate by 2023, 2024, it might have 400 million subscribers paying like, what is it, $16, $17? I was sharing with a friend of mine, I love it, the other day, I'm opening Netflix, and all of a sudden you get a message saying, oh, by the way, your subscription's going up to whatever. Oh, okay, then, there you go. $2 more they're charging by 300 million people. You can do the maths. So look, Netflix has done okay. Netflix has done all right. And they've gone on to television and they're on demand. So, okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe there's something we can learn from them. And you look at the phenomenal amount of subscribers and how it's grown in such a short period of time. And obviously now with COVID, they had 27 million new subscribers in Q1. I think it was, sorry, Q2, Q3 this year. It was pretty phenomenal. Now, other platforms, and I don't know if you've heard of these companies. I believe they're fairly big. Roku, which has around 56 million viewers. Amazon, have you heard of Amazon? Yes, well, Amazon Fire, they have 159 million people that are watching now with Amazon Stick. Apple TV, they're coming in massively with obviously 2 billion phones and the money that they have. And then obviously Google Play. Now, these big companies, these biggest companies on the planet are getting involved in TV. They're getting involved in TV. So this is one of the things that I find fascinating. For us, the speakers, the coaches, the people, the leaders in the personal development world, hey, you got to think big. Hey, you got to go out there. You got to do things differently. But what are we doing? In the personal development world, we're doing the same old, same old. Yes, we've done a lot of stuff online, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Yes, we've published books. Yes, we've done live events. But what have we done as far as getting into television? And Netflix and a lot of these channels have phenomenal documentaries, but I want to, and we want to, create a platform that helps and inspire millions of people through inspirational content. That's the whole idea. And I'm thinking that if these companies do it, and I'm a modeler, I model. That's if I've learned anything from NLP, and I'm NLP trained, and I'm very proud of it. If I've learned anything from NLP is I model. I model from people that are successful, people that do great things, because it helps. Why reinvent the wheel? And at the end of the day, if these big companies are involved, I think that must be an indicator not only for me, for all of us around the world. So if the biggest companies are doing it, shouldn't we be following? Shouldn't we? Yes. Yes is the answer. And I would expect and hope that all of you are putting in yes right now. Yes is the answer. We have to be on television. There's no doubt in my mind. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Now, the online education is obviously massive and it's growing. They reckon it's going to be like 30 odd billion. The growth is phenomenal, 5, 6, 8% per year. And obviously this year, if you look at the growth, I can only imagine how much bigger it's going to get because, you know, everyone is learning from home. You couldn't teach from home. You couldn't educate from home. Doctors couldn't see you from home. You couldn't work from home. Well, guess what? It's a new reality. Everything can be done from home. And if anything, as I said, it's a very exciting time. And the fact is that we need to get involved. So if the new is not new because it's not new, it's the present future. Television, Netflix, Apple, Roku, Amazon, that is here already. It's not happening in the future. It's here now. Now, either you take advantage, especially in this downtime that we still have, where people are going to want to go out in a year and a half, or you will miss the opportunity. So this is a present future. So how can you be different in promoting your brand? How could you be different? I don't know if you know where I'm going with this. How could you stand out? What would be the best way for you to stand out? How could you tap into a new market? How could you? What would be the best way to do it? Well, the answer is you on television. Yes, you got it right. That is it. The answer is you on television. Me on television, us on television, anyone and everyone that has something that is inspiring, anyone and everyone that is within the well-being industry needs to be tapping into this market. And if you don't tap into this market, the tagline of The Best You is get involved, don't watch. Get involved, don't watch. And that's the answer. The answer is you, us on television. And that's kind of where we are. We are with The Best You TV. Now, I'm going to quickly, before I go into this, please ask me any questions you may have. If there's anything that you want to ask me before I explain a little bit more about The Best You TV, and before you all put your hands up and say, Bernardo, please take me. Before I do that, any questions? Galaxy, yes. Okay, great. You want to be part of it all? Great, absolutely. It is now Daryl Stern. You know that, don't you? Daryl Stern has been a great helper of mine, ambassador of mine. He's worked and supported me with a lot of vlogging that he does. So make sure that you reach out to Daryl. So Daryl, thank you so much. CC, Anita Norman. CC, tú eres española, Anita, o no? Andrea de Souza, yes, of course. Gabriel, yes. Trisha, I will. Great. Mark, okay. That's it. There's only a few of you that have done that. I was expecting a lot more of you. I know you're lying to yourselves, and I know you know that I'm right. There you go. Come on. Some more of you. Yes, it's ready. Okay, well, great. Well, let's carry on then. Let's carry on. So we started with The Best You TV. And this is the whole branding, the whole idea of partnerships and working together. So we already obviously have a lot of content on there. And the future is obviously on mobile and digital platforms. And I'll explain a little bit more about. But anyway, the whole idea is standing out, up your game, be seen, get noticed, be different. And there's many ways that you can. You can either have your an episode of one of the programs that we're producing, or you can have your own sub-channel. Think big enough, because you can have your own sub-channel. You could have the Joe Blog show, and that could be whatever format you want, interviews. It could be the Mary Poppins show, whatever it is. There's opportunities for people to get involved and have their own sub-channels. And we're having so many conversations, so many people are literally taking channels and from Q1, Q2, and other people. But there's opportunities for you to advertise, sponsor, and to create revenue. The important thing is think big. And I share this quite a lot of times. You know why you should think big? Because it's free. You should think big because it's what you need to do. Thinking small doesn't take you anywhere. And I know a lot of you have what it takes, and a lot of you think that you don't have what it takes, but you do. And that's where the whole idea of coaching, consulting, helping you, supporting, helping you with the production, that's what we do. And this is the growth. I mean, one of the most exciting, sexy platforms is Roku. Roku is a platform that allows you to target and do a campaign where you could have your show and you could be marketing the 60 million people on Roku within their professions, their age, their states, wherever they live. So you could target Roku, and the growth of Roku is phenomenal. It's a beautiful platform. So you can actually advertise your show. So when people are going to go and watch the television, they can see that. But the fact is that smart TVs are growing. People are watching on the mobile, on their PCs. They're connected to smart TVs, and it's just continuing to grow. Smart TVs. They reckon, I think this number is going to be higher. They reckon it's going to be at least 120, 125 million smart TVs in the US alone. And that's going to be nearly 60%. Smart TVs means that there's apps that you just literally click on an app, the same as you do on your phone, and you're starting to watch what you want, and anything is available. So that's the kind of advertising that has the opportunities, and there is opportunities, obviously, to get involved. We have a whole deck around the TV, which is not what I'm going to be talking to you about today, but there's going to be a form that I'm going to be sharing. I'm not sure if Alex has shared already, but there's a form there that has the bestyou.co/portfolio. That's the one where you can literally apply at any time throughout this webinar and request more information, and someone from my team will speak to you. It's free to ask for a free 15-minute consultation. It's a free 15-minute consultation. Please don't hesitate. Just ask, okay? Now, if you want to go and do everything that I've done, you want to build all the brands that I've done, if you want to create all the events that I've done, it's absolutely fine. You can go and do it yourself. It will cost you around $6-8 million, and it will probably take you around 10 years, and you will lose your hair, okay? That's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. Or alternatively, we could work together. So there's many ways that you can get involved in TV. You have what it takes to become a founder. I'm looking for leaders, world leaders that want to become founders. So I'm going to create a board of phenomenal individuals that we will decide the future of the well-being industry on television. So we've got found. I'm looking for founders. I'm looking for partners. I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for people that want to have a premier sub-channel. I'm looking for people that want to have a sub-channel. I'm looking for people that want to stream an event. This is how exciting it is. You have an event, you want to run it next year or in 3 months' time, you could stream it on television. You could be saying to your people, hey, watch my event live or watch it online. Hey, why not watch it at home from the comfort of your home, live or on demand? You see, that's the thing. We're still trying to push people to watch our event virtually when people want to watch it on demand. That's the beauty of television. That's the reality. You see, Netflix doesn't have a scheduled program. No, you go in and watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. Well, it's the same with the live events now. It's changed. If you want to be involved and you want to watch content, you'll watch it when you want. That's the beauty of television. So you could stream an event, but people could watch it later when they want. And you can obviously advertise on Roku. So there's many ways that you could get involved on the Best You TV. There's lots of opportunities there. As I said, there's information and the form that you could fill in and we could share with you. But basically, as I said, you could be a sponsor, you could have a channel, a sub-channel, you could advertise, and there's really anything and everything for everyone, okay? So some of the content we already have, well, Dr. Fabrizio Mancini, I don't know if you know him, but he's great. You know, he's a fantastic guy. He's done a show that's called Dr. Fab. It's a Dr. Fab show, Thriving in the New Normal. And he's interviewed some phenomenal people, around 20, 30 episodes. That's already available on the Best You TV. How do you find the Best You TV? Just go to Roku, Amazon, Apple. Look for in the App Store. Click on the App Store and look for the Best You or the Best You Corporation. You look for it and then you download the app and that's it. It's on your Apple TV, the same as Netflix is, the same as Apple is. It's there and you can watch all the content. So do that. If you haven't seen the TV channel, go in and watch all the content. All this content is available there now. People that spoke at the expos, the content's there. Dr. Fab show, inspiring people interviews that I did with 40, 50 world leaders. NLP Live Talks is there. And the content keeps growing and growing and growing every day. So that's what's there. And what we're launching, which is the main objective, what we're talking about here today, it's not the only one, but we are launching in Q1, Q2, we're launching the Best TV series. And it's 4 programs. So it's the best speakers, the best coaches, the best authors, the best mentors. Now, obviously, we've called it the best because our brand is the best, but because no one is going to want to watch a show that says the average speaker, the average coach, the average author, or the average mentor, will they? No, of course not. But if you are going to be featured in a show that is you, in the best speakers, or as or in the best coaches, well, it's going to position you. It's going to position you. So we're launching that in Q1, Q2. We've already sold around 25% of all the episodes from all the different shows. And basically, that's it. Each of these will have around 20 highlighted individuals within the best speakers, the best coaches, the best authors, the best mentors. It's down to each and every one of you to see which one would be a good fit for you. And the way it works, it's an interview that's done professionally on StreamYard with a script, green screen, with a voiceover, but also you provide us materials, footage, and we put all that together to create a show, infomercial, commercial that highlights you, but also highlights the expertise, depending on, are you on the speaker's show? Are you on the coaches? Are you on the authors? Are you on the mentors? So we can highlight why you are a great mentor, why you are a great author, why your book is so good, why you are one of the best coaches, why you are one of the best speakers. So this is something that we're very, very excited about. We're launching, and we have some people that are already here. Obviously, I'm here, but hey, there's Barbie, who is now already chatting and connecting, and one of our favorite people in the world. Well, she's going to have her own show. And Barbie, who's spoken at our expos, is a humanitarian. She's a counselor to women who serves life sentences. She's got a beautiful life and a beautiful mission, and she helps people in so many great ways. But anyway, so she's got a degree in spiritual psychology. She's helping people manifest wealth, dreams, homes, dream jobs, to avoid illness. So Barbie has a show and she's going to be featured under the speakers. I will be featured under the mentors because that's the category that I'm very proud of and I love. We've got a new lady that's just joined us a couple of days ago, Daisy Jewell, and then we've got Christopher Lembeke. So both of them, Daisy is a winning broadcast media journalist, a top podcaster, and then Christopher, who's a former entrepreneur, started coaching people in business and finding their passion. And then apart from that, well, we've got more and more people, but these are just highlighting a few. We got Ana Teresa Dengo, Ana Teresa, bilingual. She's originally from Costa Rica, and she's got a management graduate from Harvard, and she was a former ambassador of Costa Rica. So she's going to be featured in one of the authors in the authors show. Arif is a big fish. Arif has promoted all sorts of very great people all over the world, and in particular with him, he has phenomenal connections in Asia and in the Middle East, and we're very excited to have him being featured in one of the coaches in the coaches show. We've got Fiona Campbell, who's NLP coach trainer, a communication expert. We've got a big NLP community. And then we've got Gabrielle Rota, who's a scholar in humanities, lecturer and seminar leader focused on professional coaching and consulting. Now, the great thing about all this is obviously, and the great thing about with the Best You and working with us is obviously the connections and the network of all these people that we work with. So each of these people, plus a lot more that have already signed up, are already going to be featured in Q1, Q2 in this new series that's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out every year. So basically what you get is you get a professional interview, you're coached, it's scripted, highlighted, green screen, everything is taken care of. You provide us some quality footage. If you don't have it, we can help you with that. But basically you provide us some footage, you provide us some copy with your bio written in third person. We get a voiceover and we put the footage together with the interview and we create something that's very good looking, very exciting. And we give you then at the end 3 infomercials that you can use for your own marketing purposes, that we use as well to promote your show, not only on the television channel, but also to promote you throughout the platform. It's going to be on demand for 2 years. 2 years. In the future, it will be only 1, but it's going to be on demand for 2 years. So your show will be on the TV channel. And we can have call to actions. We can have banners. We can have tickers. We can have all sorts of things driving traffic to you, which is what the whole idea is all about. And it's obviously shared and promoted to all our network as well. We've got a list of around 160,000 people. So the investment for that is around $3,499. That's the cost, the investment to have your show, everything taken care of for you. And it's there literally for 2 years. And you get a copy of it as well. So it's phenomenal value. Trust me, we will have to charge a hell of a lot more for this in the future, but that's what we're offering right now. So what we're looking for and I'm gonna allow you to ask me some questions. So what we're looking for leaders. We're looking for visionaries. We're looking for people that want to count. We're looking for people that want to count and want people to notice them. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for speakers. We're looking for content providers. We're looking for partners. Partners. I believe that the 21st century, I believe next year and the year after, it's a time to exchange services, to support and help each other, to work with each other. It's very difficult to do it on your own. It costs a lot of money to do it on your own. And I know that I did put in some of the copy before that it could work out for free. It could. If you have a network of people and you can refer us people, and I know there's a lot of you that have referred us a lot of people. And Barbie, I want to special kudos to you because you've recommended us so many people, and I thank you so much. And that is obviously a good sign that you're a big fan and you love what we do. But it means a lot to us. So I want to thank you, and that's how we can help you. If you scratch my back, I'm obviously going to scratch yours. We can provide you speaking opportunities. We can provide all sorts of things. So that's how it can work. And all you need to do is you need to complete the survey that we've put in the chat there quite a few times, and I will show you the link here in a minute. But we do have one special offer if you book before the end of December. And I'm just going to leave you with that. It's an amazing offer if you decide to get involved before the end of December. Barbie, thank you so much. The best as well. Shout out to you, Michael. Thank you. Yes. Yes, you do have great friends, Barbie, and so many of them have already come forward as well. So thank you so much for that. Daryl, yes, it is. Anyone, any questions so far on what I've shared related to the Best You TV, to the actual Best series? Any questions? I'm just going to have a sip of water. Ask me questions, please. Ask me questions. I just want to know that I am connecting with you guys. And then I'm going to tell you what we have, a special bonus that we have for you if you choose to get involved before the end of the year. How soon can the content go live? Well, basically, thank you, James, for asking that question. So the content, we're filming it all in Q1, Q2, and it's literally going to be up there pretty much by the end or mid of Q2. So we shouldn't get to the end of Q2 before it's live, because we're launching literally the episodes as they come along. So as people start signing up, we'll start scheduling it all, we'll start producing it all, and start editing it all. It doesn't really take a lot. People that are speaking at the Expo, people that investors are speaking at the Expo, their talks is literally is streamed live or is uploaded there straight away. So anyone that's involved in the Expo, their content is uploaded there straight away. For the show, the Best TV series, it takes a bit longer. If you're interested in a channel and you want to have a channel and you've got the content already, it could be up there within a week, 2 weeks. Yes, Darryl saying that it takes a long time to grow a YouTube channel. It does, and also not only that, it takes years. You're competing against billions of people. How do you stand out? And the fact is you can't. Now, let me ask you, if you have your webpage and you say, now everyone has a LinkedIn, everyone has a Facebook, everyone has an Instagram, not everyone, but generically pretty much everyone has one. Now, if you also have your TV show and it's in your signature, would that increase, would that position you in a different place? The answer is yes. If you have the icons of Roku, Apple, and Amazon on your webpage, and it says "as seen on," would that improve or position you and give you kudos? The answer is yes. If you tell people when you're sending emails out, "Hey, you can watch my show," or "You can watch my here," and you put the links and you tell them where they can find it, does that position you? Does that make you stand out? Does that give you kudos? So the answer is yes to all of those. And that's the bottom line. So the cost for a channel, well, the cost of a channel depends, but basically we have a channel, sub-channel, or a premier channel. It's only $1,500 per month. That's it, $1,500 per month. There's a $1,500 setup fee, but that's it, and it has to be for a year. Okay, you need the channel up for a year, and we are now for those people that sign up also we're going to be offering them probably the channel for 2 years. Okay, so they can have their content out there for 2 years. So it's only as little as 1,500. You can have up to 30 episodes, and you can put anything you want in there. Well, anything you want within reason. There's obviously a quality control, but what I'm saying is within your content, you could have a little ticker or a banner or say, hey, if you want to find out more about my courses, go to. You can have a little commercial, infomercial within your talk. And the great thing about you having your own sub channel is you could get a sponsor to pay for it all, because then the sponsor would say, hey, brought to you by, and all of a sudden, you not only it's not costing you money, you're actually making money. So there's a great opportunity there for some of you that might be interested in getting involved in a channel. But this is my offer to you, okay? And let me please confirm, Alex, if you're there, can you please share again the link for people to be able to submit the 15-minute form, the portfolio one? I'm going to show it now, but I would like you to put it in there if that's okay. So for any of you that, thank you, Alex, thank you. So Alex has just put it there in the chat. Just put the link where you can literally submit now to fill in the form so we can contact you, okay? From Daisy Jewel, I've been on a talk show host. Oh, okay, great. Oh, thank you, Daisy. That's you. Thank you. She's been on a talk show, host, executive producer, and interviewer at all award-winning programs right now. I'm doing now what you're discussing. Well, thank you so much. Well, that's great. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you. That's brilliant. So basically, the special offer is the following: that if you book and confirm having a show on the best TV series, or you get involved in a channel before the end of the year, we're going to be offering for the first 5 people only 5 people, which we haven't got enough speaking gigs, opportunities, platforms in the Best You Expo. You can speak in the Best You Expo Miami for free. Now, the value of that is $2,500. So you get to speak in either Miami or in London, if you prefer. They're both virtual events, but you get to have a 25-minute speaking slot plus a booth completely free if you sign up and get involved in the TV show before the end of the year. So that's the incentive. That's the bonus for the first 5 people that decide to get involved. And now, because a lot of you have stayed here to the end, if you go to the app and you download the app, if you go to thebestyouapp.com, thebestyouapp.com, you will register to the Best You app. Now, once you register for the Best You app, you just got to put your details in there. We will then send you the link for you to download my book, the audiobook, completely free. And that's going to be, you'll be getting that in the next couple of days. So as I promised, for those of you that have stayed here, if you go to thebestyouapp.com, you put your contact details and you register there. The app, the Best You app, is a community that we're building for people to be able to connect with each other. So we're aiming at it becoming the biggest network for personal and professional growth. So we're very excited about that. You go to thebestyouapp.com and then you put in your details there. You will then receive a link, an email for you to download my book. Okay, so that's how you apply. I'm now going to just stop sharing my screen for a minute so you can see my face a little bit closer. I'm not sure if that's something that's appealing to you or not, but great. Thank you, Amelia. So questions, please. I've seen a lot of comments here. Helen James. Yes, it is, Helen James, such an interesting offer. You get a TV show for $3,499. You are highlighted on the best coaches, speakers, authors, or mentors, whatever it is. It positions you. You get a copy of the talk. It's a professional talk with a script, with a voiceover, green screen. It's like an infomercial commercial. You get a copy of it. We'll put it on the TV channel. And now for the first 5 people that get involved, we're going to be offering you also the opportunity to speak in Miami or in Dallas. Now, this webinar, for those of you that are watching it live, take advantage of it. Take advantage now, because we will be $3,499 includes tax or not. It does. That's it. We're just doing everything for nothing. So if you don't subscribe now and you intend to leave this, you won't have the opportunity to speak in Miami for free. I can guarantee you that, because we won't have the time, and second is we won't have the space or place, because we're only offering it to the first 5. And if you're interested generally in getting involved, why not apply now? Apply now, fill in the form. Let's get you on television. Television is the future, boys and girls. It's the future. There's too many Zoom events out there. There's nothing different. And I'm looking at creating the biggest well-being, personal development TV channel on the planet. And I'd love you to be involved. And if you want to take advantage of this potential partnership relationship we're going to have, you need to get involved now, because trust me, we will not be charging these prices in the future. We will not be charging these prices in the future. But it's a great opportunity for you to get involved. That's why we're offering you 2 years of exposure. That's why, and if you do have a great network of people, well, look, as I said, it could work out for free. If you do have a great network of people, you could refer some people, and hey, who knows, you might even have your own TV show. If you feel you've got what it takes to have your own TV show, you should be speaking to us. Apply. It doesn't cost any money to apply. It doesn't cost any money to ask a question. It doesn't cost any money to explore how we could work together. And I think that we have pretty much, everything that we need and that you need in order to help you through the magazine, through the expo, through the podcast, through the online platform. Why reinvent the wheel? So take advantage of us. Teresa, thank you so much. It is amazing, I believe. Barbie, I thank you so much. You're always so sweet to us, to me, with your beautiful words. Thank you. Thank you. Gabrielle, absolutely fantastic with a PH. It's a unique opportunity. It is. So I'm still here, and I can see that you're all pretty much here. Any more questions? Clarissa, thank you so much. So who has filled in the form? Let me know who has filled in the form. I would like, and before you go, please, I've got a little poll here that I'm going to ask you to fill in, just to give me a little bit more idea of where you are. If you don't mind filling it in, that would be amazing. It's just a couple of questions. So who is filling in the form? And I know some of you are just going to be doing it now, and you're just going to be going in and clicking on the links. But I want to know how many of you are going to complete it. AN says it's just started. Daryl, yes. I will fill it in. Teresa DeVito will fill it in as soon as possible. Great. Thank you. Andrea, thank you so much. Love the webinar. Well, look, if you're going to get something from me, you're going to get brutal honesty, okay? You're going to get brutal honesty and lots of love. Everything that I do from a place of love. And I've dedicated my life, especially in this second part of my life, to really trying to help coaches, speakers, authors, trainers to really position themselves and to make a difference, because I believe that the personal development world, we hold the flag of change. We do. We have to. We can't leave it to these ridiculous, useless politicians. We can't leave it to to a lot of the old school educational platforms. We need to stand out, and we need to reach millions of people. And this is how we can do it. And we can do it together. So if you're generally interested in working with me, working with us, in collaborating, you should be filling in that form now. If you're watching this as a recording, we'll fill it in quickly. We're going to be sharing this obviously with our whole list in the next couple of days, and we really look at getting this sorted. These shows will be sold. They're going to be sold at the beginning of January, and then you won't be able to get in till 2022 probably. That will be the best series season 2. For now, we're just going to launch that. And if you did want a channel, there's always going to be an opportunity to get involved in the channel. But if you want to get involved in the best coaches, there's only 80 episodes, 20 of each. And we've already sold, I think, 25% of them. So there's not going to be an opportunity to get involved any further. Melly, can we apply to work for you? I'm transitioning and don't feel exactly ready at this very moment. Yes, Melly, you can. Alex is there. You could definitely contact Alex Soltan. Alexandra is alexandra.soltan@thebestyou.co. Smita Joshi. Oh my God, how lovely to see you there. Not able to submit form, submit button not active. Well, I'm sure it is working, but I'm sure, Alex, do you mind sharing the actual Google form itself here as well? Smita, if you have a problem, you can, I know you've been in touch with Michael. Oh, done. Great. Well done. Thanks, Smita. Listen, great to hear from you, Smita. You have so much credibility. You're so great. You have, you'll be phenomenal to have. You need your own TV show. So I hope you have that conversation with Michael. I did tell him how amazing you are. Barbie Melly is also an amazing friend of mine. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Barbie. Galaxy, sorry, that's, yeah. Sign me up. TV program, speaking at the Expos, mentoring. Okay, great. And I've got you as Galaxy Tab, but I remember your name. You put it in before. Smita, you're blushing. No, come on. You've been blessed by the gods. You've got so many great things. Thank you, Daisy. Okay, so Daisy Jewel. I think you've been in touch with Michael, haven't you, Dr. Daisy? Peter Thompson, you completed the form. Well, thank you so much, Peter. It's an honor, and it's an honor to have you here. I'm Peter Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Google the man. He is a fountain of knowledge and wisdom. He's been at this for a long, long time, and I've learned from him and learned from many greats like him. So thank you for being here. So, ladies and gentlemen, any other questions? And I know I put out the poll there. I hope that helps. Daryl, I already have 10 clips of me professionally done in Dallas, so we can use that for the show. Of course you can, Daryl. You can use that. And then anonymous attendee, that's what I have here. Can we apply to work for you? Oh, okay, that's the same question, yes. Okay, we got that. So I've got the questions, I've got the chat. Who is Alexandra? Can we have the contact? Yes, Melly, Alexandra's put her email on the chat before. It's alexandra.soltan, SOLTAN, @thebestU.co. Alexandra's my EA. She is the one that keeps us all in place. She creates forms while she's asleep. That's how good she is. So Alexandra is my EA. She helps me, supports me and Michael and all the team. And once you've filled in the form, either Michael, Emilia, Omar, or myself, or Alex will be in touch with you. Melly, lots of laughs. Yeah. Thank you. No, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Well, I hope it was helpful. Please, if you loved it, give me a thumbs up. If you, I thank you so much, Anita. Thank you. Great. Fabio, thank you for filling in the form. I really appreciate you. I hope you've all filled in the form because, you know, there's opportunities for all of us to be able to work and support each other. And as I said, we've got a lot of people that have simply recommended us, a lot of people, and then, you know, they've got involved and they've got great perks. Who knows? It could even be a show in there. So thumbs up. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you so much. Well, listen, I always love when the people that show and stay till the end. I'm very grateful. And please download the book. Download the book. I'd love to share it with you, and I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love to get your feedback because I believe that the book is very current now. I'm very proud of it, and I would love to hear. And in the book, I have a chapter that talks about honesty, and I talk about being honest, and I talk about, you know, being very honest. And one of the things I will say to you, and I'm going to be very honest with you, if you love the book, please tell everyone you know. Tell everyone that you love the book. Send them also the link so they can download it for free, the audiobook. And if you don't like it, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. No one. Okay. Thank you. Gina, thank you. You love to read the book. Great. Thank you. Great. The form, I think we put it in here, but we'll put it in again. Alex, if you don't mind, put in the link. It's thebestU.co with a TV portfolio. But yes, again, I want to thank you all for being here. I'm going to stop the recording now because eventually we all have to go somewhere. But I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alex, thank you so much. Gina, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you that have been here. Thank you for all of you that have filled in the form. Thank you for all of you that have not filled in the form. Doesn't matter. We're still here and we'll continue to be here. So thank you so much. I'm going to end the poll now, unless some of you are still filling it in, but this helps us. I'm going to also save the chat. That's it. Chat saved. End poll. End recording. And thank you so much. Thank you.